On everybody, this is Leno. Last night, my Los Angeles Lakers took a loss in game one against the Nuggets. I'm going to be doing a quick breakdown as to what I saw last night that really affect that changes that needs to be made, and one of the causes the of the loss that the Lakers had received. Because I would like the Lakers to beat Denver. So in the first half. Um, Lakers were definitely on a hot streak. Um, to be quite honest with you, I think Denver was playing with the Lakers in the first half. Even Mike Malone himself says he wanted them to play better defense in the first half. It's like, why would you go into a game and not play that sort of defense? And the Lakers had a 10-point lead. D'Angelo Russell spot up. LeBron James, I believe, was maybe 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 from the 3-point line. So he was shooting 100% at that time. And so so going into the second half, I mean, it was regular basketball, just going back and forth. Lakers were hot, and once the Lakers started missing, their lead started to diminish over time. Nuggets began to become hot, where they had knocked down their lead at the beginning of the third. But these specific possession, I'm going to show one possession to you, and it's going to summarize the entire second half of this game one for the Lakers team. This possession. And this, I'm going to point the finger at coaching and not LeBron James and not any of the role players. I mean, role players could have hit their shots, but there's some simple basketball that's being missed right now. So let's go. This isn't the possession. I'm gonna get to it after they get it down here. Let me see here. This is the right possession. All right, right here. So take a little bit back. Let me see if we can get there. 5-on-4. Porter puts it in to tie it at 55. Caldwell Pope. All right. So this right here is a coaching decision that has to change. As you can see, you have LeBron James here at the top of the key. You've got Anthony Davis here in the corner. You've got Hachimura here at the top of the key. If you see D'Angelo Russell's in the corner, and you got Austin Reeves over here, all the way out to the hash in range that he can't shoot. Your first coaching mistake is considering that Denver's in a slight bit of a you could call this a box and one, but this box and one can rotate into almost like a shifting 3-2. All right. So what you're going to want ideally with the size that they have, and that in the second half, none of the Lakers right now, besides LeBron, have been knocking down any perimeter shots. And right now, your 10-point lead is diminished right now at 55 and 55. All right. So rather instead, you want to take Anthony, instead of having Hachimura up here for this screen, you want to take Anthony Davis up at the top of this key. LeBron James is going to have to avoid the pressure of be able to get past the Michael Porter Jr.'s ball pressure, and he's going to have to probably try to start his offensive set close to around this region where he's standing. See, when you bring in Anthony Davis in here for this screen, or at least have him stand at this free throw line here, you force, and then of course Hachimura would be in this corner instead. When you bring Anthony Davis here at the top of the free throw line, Caldwell Pope is not going to be covering a close to 7-foot tall player. You're going to have to bring another one of your bigs. Now you're going to be putting yourself in this possession clearly itself. If you switch this out, he's going to come up and Anthony Davis is going to have this mismatch at the free throw line. Could lead to a hook and whatnot. Considering that Hachimura is a better 3-point shooter, you want Hachimura in this corner where Anthony Davis is. So Anthony Davis will be at the top of the key. He catches it. It's going to create a shift. If they don't shift Anthony Davis has a floater has a floater there or a hook shot there, and Joker's going to have to make a decision if he's going to close out on Hachimura that would be in this corner, or is he going to focus on Anthony Davis. It's going to force a rotation to give you an easier high percentage shot under the basket. And we didn't see that in the second half. And you can blame this ball-headed, bullet-brained dummy, Darvin Ham, for this simple mistake. And this is why they lost their lead, because this adjustment wasn't made. Now watch. LeBron was able to score there going through all that contact, but the game could have been easier. And much like any other time, when LeBron James comes out of the game, there's offensive woes and possessions not to be done. When you create a simple play for these other players to get an opportunity to get an easy bucket, that makes it easier for LeBron James to sit down and get his rest. So if LeBron does come out, you're going to have, let's see here, when LeBron James does come out in this particular situation, you are going to have, it'll probably be Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell bringing the ball down the court. Again, like I had said, you bring Anthony Davis up. Matter of fact, when he comes down the court, Anthony Davis should already be at the free throw line. But either or, if they want to wait for him to pass half court to bring in Anthony Davis up here, the top of the key, it's going to create some sort of a cheat mechanism. You have their zone spread it out, and that's the goal. You spread them out, and you make these guys make a rotation decision. Okay, you don't want one of your best shooters in the freaking corner. So you might as well just, as you can see, Hachimura is going to come here and set the screen at the top of the key. But you got to create better opportunities in this, and that just boils down to coaching. Lakers got out-coached. All right, you see, look how he dragged that play on like that. That's only LeBron James can make that play, but the average person's not going to be able to make that play. That's how you fix things for game two. That's how you improve game two, making those fast adjustments. Now, what I will say is we are going to hold, since LeBron James is a basketball savant and he gets credit for his IQ on the court. What's up, Z Kid? As we notice, he does get credit on the court for his awareness. These adjustments were not made on time. This isn't like expert level thinking. This is simple basketball. This is simple middle school, high school basketball. If I can see this and make this adjustment, they should be able to do the same. But when you don't have the influence of your locker room, or you have a super talented person, there's not much you can have a debate and argument with when you want to make adjustments. And that's probably one of the reasons why the Milwaukee Bucks got rid of their head coach and brought in Doc Rivers, because that coach didn't have the respect of the locker room. But case point in blank, that's the adjustment that needed to be made. But yeah, here we have it, guys. I'll show it again.
Place a three. It's good. 0.8 of a second left. Here's Jamal Murray, who struggled from the floor.
Defense was fine on those, because you're not going to get every possession. You allow them to get hot. You got to decide who you want to kill you.
LeBron James, a repeat champ when he was with the Heat, 2012 and 2013.
We know the Lakers can't shoot like this for an entire game. You got to create some better opportunities in this. Again, we got D'Angelo Russell right here in the corner. Look, easy shot. You brought in this rotation. That's actually good coaching in this particular offensive set that you see here. Forces, you got Jokic out of the paint. You've got Anthony Davis in there. These rotations in these situations get you easy buckets like this. Easy buckets. So that's just all I wanted to expose for that game one. Paying attention to what's going on the court and making those adjustments that fast. That is playoff basketball for you. But this is improvement from last year's playoff game. with them being able to make adjustments. But thing about it is I give credit to Mike Malone as the head coach of the Denver Nuggets. He also has made improvements to his team, and he makes adjustments on the fly. So these days when it comes to the NBA, everybody has to have enough awareness and have to be able to see the court and make adjustments. You might as well call it almost per possession. It might be per quarter, but you have to see what you're given and make that automatic adjustment immediately. This is playoff basketball, okay? It's a 7-game series. You playing against one team. You shouldn't allow yourself to be distracted that much more of anything. There's no excuses for you not knowing what's going on the court. But that's it for me. Is regarding this game one. I was just wanted to point out one of if you wanted to know why the Lakers lost, they did not make adjustments, make quick enough adjustments within the game as their lead diminished going into the second half. They didn't close out correctly. This is Leno, and I'm out. Hit that like button, and if you feel different, let me know in the comments.